None of us got here on our own. It's a whole group game thing. Parents, all those around us that we love, people that are willing to come out to practice every single Saturday for 35 years, period, no exceptions, no excuses. These people I'd like to thank for just very briefly, Jim and Phyllis Meyerhoff, Jim Jr., given 50 years of their lives, certainly Jim Sr. and Phyllis, to make wrestling what it is today in the state of Washington. It would not have happened. Dr. Charles Reasons, my brother, who's the head of the Law and Justice Department at Central Washington University. Chuck, stand up. Quick. My sister, Barbara Reasons, and her husband, Arthur Schick. Quickly. When I call your names, up and down. My sister and brother-in-law, Judy and Ken Austin. Long-time friend and man that I co-coached with for 25 years, and believe it or not, we've never had a single crossword between the two of us. That's a miracle being around me, I know that. Doug and Gail Calvin. And Jody and 5-year-old Lucas Marshall. Dad, Bob, is in Alaska. He's the principal of a charter school, and he's not quite out of school yet. Janet and Martin Steiner, one of our daughters. Good. And the next one is a absolutely foxy lady. I got to tell you about her. It's my mother-in-law. She's 93 years young, June Hunter. Great June. And the person that's put up with me all these years, those late nights going over wait lists, who we can beat this guy, we can't beat this guy, how do we bounce it here, 2 in the morning. Yeah, she stuck with me. I really won the championship, the best championship ever, when I found Joe Hunter Reasons. 48 years we've been married. I was interested in this young man who was up here in the Marine Corps. I heard a guy say something, a friend of mine one time, he says, they were talking to the guy, says, oh, you're ex-Marine, right? And the guy says, no. What do you mean? You're in 10 years ago. He says, man, when you're a Marine, you're always a Marine. When you're a wrestler, you're always a wrestler. You can be an old dude like me, or you can be an 8th grader. You remember the first time you put your foot on the mat? You remember how scared you were you're going to wet your pants? It's like when I first time I went skydiving, I can't do this. You remember the toughest guy you wrestled in high school? I wager that. You remember the greatest win against somebody you didn't know if you could put or not. And you remember the bitterest defeat. And that's life. Wrestling is not a game to me. It's a sport, yeah. But it's really a blueprint of living life. It's victory, it's defeat, it's laughing, and it's crying. You go back. This goes for moms and dads and brothers and sisters. You wrestlers, you go back to your high school gym. Your spirit walks there. You walk in that wrestling room, you remember, don't you? You remember the practices. You remember the sit-up, switch, stand up, sit-up, switch, stand up, boom, boom, boom. Coach Reasons is killing us out here. But your spirit walks in that school. His walks in Puyallup. Yeah, mine walks at Central Kitsap, Clover Park. Wherever you spent your spirit, it stays there. And that's what we're doing. We're a band of brothers is what we are. Like it or not. Time we're competing, I cut his heart out if I could. Make him bleed. Squeeze his eyes out. You talk like that. Oh, really? I mean, I did it. Maybe you guys did. I did. And you never give in. You never back down. You never give up. You never die. Never die. Never die. And every one of us is going to have a situation in our lives. Cancer, loss of a child, loss of a parent, in which you love to quit. And this is the last thing I got to say. There was a man sitting in front of his fireplace, his little girl, little daughter, 6th grader. She's gone out for summer swimming at her elementary school. And she, about halfway through the season, and I know because it's happened to me, this is one of my daughters. Halfway through the season, she said, Dad, come on, sit on my lap, honey. I said, what's up, girl? She said, Dad, I want to quit swimming. I said, what? She said, Dad, I want to quit swimming. I don't like it anymore. I said, baby, we never quit anything. We don't quit our marriages. We don't quit or when we go to turn out, we don't quit on anybody, anytime, anywhere. You don't have to turn out next year. But when you put your hat in the ring, you're there until it's done. And that's the way we have to live. I have to live my life. I might not like it, but then I won't do it again. And I'd like to thank the association and the endless hours of work that goes in doing this, the Meyerhoff people and everyone. And I'd like to thank you for coming here tonight. Thanks.